Here at Cherryland, our number one priority is keeping your lights on. One of the ways that we have ensured we could do that historically is through a system inspection and maintenance program. In the past, that involved sending a line crew to every single pole on our system over about a 15-year cycle. When they went to that pole, they'd fly the bucket truck, they'd check out all the equipment on that pole, note if anything needed repaired or replaced, and then we would either repair or replace it in that moment, or we would send a crew back to repair and replace it. That is a really good way of preventing outages, but it took us a really long time to see our whole system. So we have started to incorporate a more modern way of inspecting our system, and it involves a partnership with Northwestern Michigan College's drone program. With NMC instructors and staff, we are now flying drones across our system. They are collecting images of the same thing that a line crew was visually inspecting in the past, but instead we're going to look at that through the drone footage and again identify maybe there's an insulator that needs repaired or a crossarm that looks like it might need some maintenance. We collect all that data, we identify the areas where those repairs need to happen, and then we send a line crew out to make the repair. So we're using that line crew talent to do what they're best at, we're using NMC to do what they're great at, and what's really great is doing it in that way with that partnership has allowed us to cut our inspection cycle in half. So we're now seeing our system in about half the amount of time that we were when we were using the more manual way of doing it in the past. So it's helping us keep the lights on better for you and prevent outages before they happen. Well, drones are clearly very helpful for us for routine maintenance. They also have advantages when things go wrong. So when we have a big outage, a big system-wide event, what drones can do for us is we can send them up and have them kind of go out ahead of line crews, inspect the damage, and let us know what equipment we're going to need when we get there. You know, where is a broken pole? Or here's an area where maybe you have a lot of tree fall. You might want to send a tree trimming crew in before you send a line crew in. So it just helps us prioritize and assess more efficiently before we send our staff on site, which hopefully means we can get the lights on faster for you, but just as importantly, we can do it more safely and more effectively. So not only advantages for system inspection, but also advantages for outage restoration when the lights go out. So obviously this drone program has just tremendous value for you in terms of keeping your lights on and getting your lights back on when we have a power outage. But one of the big questions or concerns we hear is kind of like, but what are you doing with all that data? Is someone flying over my yard, looking at my yard? Let me just put that at ease for you. We are not. We are focused exclusively on what's going on at the top of the pole because that's what matters to us. We have very, very strict data privacy policies in place in our agreement with the college, and also our own employees understand that too. So nothing to worry about there, but I did just want to acknowledge it because it is a question we get pretty frequently. We've only begun to scratch the surface of what this kind of modern drone-based technology and data can do for us in terms of meeting our core promise to you, which is to give you the most reliable electric service possible. So we're really, really excited about the program, really grateful for the partnership we have with the college, and we look forward to sharing more with you in the future about how we are modernizing our processes to deliver the most value to you, our members.